Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. I'm gonna do it today. I'm going to show you behind the paywall. So much conversation goes on in Pokemon. It's really strange to me. For those who don't know, I'm partnered with Jake from Pokenomics on the Pokenomics Patreon. What we offer is for $10 a month, you get deeper access to us, basically. I have free Q&As every week between Pokeflips and then every other week on my own channel. I answer way too many Instagram messages, emails, things like that for free. I do offer consignments for in-depth one-on-one, lengthier discussions, and I do offer the Patreon for more in-depth, more quick access through Discord and all that. But on a daily basis, if not at least weekly, I will get to, at this size, at this time, at this size. Someday I might outgrow that and I might only be able to provide that through Patreon. But as of right now, what Patreon is, I'm going to just show you in this video. It gives you access to a Discord, and I will show you the different channels in the Discord. I'm not going to show all the names of the different members and all that, but yeah, I'm going to show you the Discord, how it's laid out, how it's formatted, give you, maybe some people who are patrons don't know all the features and don't know all the different channels and aren't super Discord savvy. So I'll talk about a little bit of navigation within the Discord. And then I will show you a link to our Drive folder. I'm not going to give you the address of it. I'm not going to give you a link to all the documents. As many people say, the information is out there for free. Time is valuable. And I have a YouTube channel that I've had for a couple years. Jake has a YouTube channel he's had for a few years. Hundreds of hours, if not 1,000+ hours of content between us. Sorry, that sneeze is going to be in there. Shout out PK and shout out Professor Oak, I guess. But anyways, time is valuable. And if you want to go sift through hundreds of hours of content to find your answers, I've probably answered every question. If you want to make yourself available at 1:15 p.m. every other Friday during the day, during the workday, Eastern time, and you want to come ask Nick and I during the live chat a question, we'll answer it there. But if you want to be able to do it more on demand, $10 a month. It's like it's a product sitting on a shelf. To get offended over it, to have some kind of big issue with it, I understand if people think people are going to be hurt. Oh, they're telling people exactly what to buy. None of that stuff goes on. There might be other Discords out there. There might be other Patreons out there where people do buyouts and get specific investment advice. Our Discord, our Patreon is not that. So that's what it's not. Let me show you what it is. I'll just show you instead of just continuing to talk. So this is actively. I'm signed into Discord. I'm just going to scroll down through the channels if I have this correctly. So yeah, this is the Pokenomics Discord. If I didn't have it cropped, over to the right you would see all the conversation in each of these channels, but basic stuff. You have the rules. We have pretty generic rules. We have like don't be an a-hole, basically. Very, very little moderation. One nice thing about a paywall, you don't really have issues of bots coming in because you can't freely enter. You have to pay. You have to pay the $10 fee. You got to pay to play. Talking about my video last week, talking about winning sales on eBay and all this, promoted listings. You got to pay to play to be in this Discord. So it keeps out a lot of the riffraff. It keeps out a lot of the issues that tend to need moderation, which is a nice feature. Announcements. That's where we ping people. Every week, Jake and I have what we call an office hour. At minimum, it's 1 hour. Currently, this quarter, we rotate them roughly every 3 months. I'm available Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, and I believe Jake is available Thursday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern. We go into Discord voice. Let me scroll down and show you voice quick before I, let me see if I can even get to voice. So all the way down here, we have what's called voice channels. We have no mic where you can type in if people don't have microphones, if people don't want to hop in. But we have 2 different voice channels where we go in, and it's just an open Q&A. So again, I do free Q&As every week, either on my channel or on Pokeflips. If you want the paid version, if instead of having 50 people live at any one time, 100 people live at any one time, hearing me ask your question and answer it, if you want a little bit more private, a little bit more, not one-to-one. I mean, sometimes I have 4 people in my voice chat. Sometimes I have 14, 15, 20 people in my voice chat. And the same goes for Jake. It's a little bit more of an intimate setting, I guess. It's a little bit more anonymous. It's a little bit less public, I guess. And then The extreme level of that would be a one-on-one consult. I do those. Feel free to reach out if you're interested. I have those consult tiers built into the Patreon as well. So that's all there. That's how that works as far as the office hours go. So that's feature one. Feature one is the Discord, I guess. Feature two is the weekly office hours. Minimum 1 hour. There are times that I'm from 10 to 11 p.m. is when I'm committed to be there every Tuesday night. And there's times where I'm just listing. There's times where I'm taking photos of cards for eBay. There's times where I'm conditioning cards for pre-grading for submissions. I might stay on there till 12 a.m., 1 a.m. I'm in there 2-3 hours sometimes. Not every time, but at minimum, you're going to get that 1 hour a week from 2 different people. So you're up to 8 hours access to voice chats in Discord, and not every time frame is going to work for everybody every time. Same thing as PokeFlip, same thing as my live streams. They don't always work. That's why the consults are like the most expensive, the most access. Discord, Patreon is like $10 a month. If it feels like value, pay for it. If it doesn't, don't pay for it. It's pretty simple thing. I don't understand all the drama around it, all people getting so worked up about it. But yeah, anyways, let me continue on. Support Pokenomics. No, that's not like our PayPal friends and families accounts. That's not like support us by paying us more money. You're already paying us $10 a month to be in here. That is a self-promotion channel. So one general rule is that we don't allow self-promotion. We don't allow people to post for sale threads. We don't allow people to spam their own YouTubes and Instagrams and whatever it may be, except for in this channel. So no selling in this channel just because we don't want the drama, we don't want any issues, we don't want to be responsible for vetting sellers and vetting buyers, whatever it may be. So no selling whatsoever. You will see later that we have a looking to buy thread. But yeah, support Pokenomics. Shill your own Instagram, shill your own YouTube. I have a bot that posts my own videos. I have a bot that posts Jake's own videos, and then everyone else can just post their own videos at will. Suggestions, if you want to suggest any changes to the Discord or the Patreon. Roles, that is, if you want to be notified every time Jake or I go live in our voice chat, in our office hour. We ping them. We ping everyone that accepted our role for Dan's office hours or for Jake's office hours. Third feature of the $10 a month, there's a monthly Zoom meeting. We have a role for monthly Zoom meeting. We also have a role for like NFL. We have an NFL pool, a little pick'em pool going on. No money to enter it. I'm going to give out some prizing to whoever wins it, but it's just a fun little thing we do. Sometimes we do roles for like Collecticon, same thing. There's so many Discords out there. A lot of this is like redundant to other ones, but it's just welcome is where new members join, and that is where it says, hey, Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles, join the Discord, say hi. Then we have a Pokemon. This one's the funny one because it's the Pokemon. I mean, Pokenomics. That is the general theme. Pokemon. A bunch of different sub channels within Pokemon. Depending on the theme of your conversation, you can put it wherever you want to go in there. You can see this one's grayed out, Tracker Chat. I call it the F5ers, the people who just can't stop F5ing, refreshing that pizza tracker, whether it's PSA, BGS, CGC, whether it's the item you ordered on eBay and you're checking the delivery every day. I don't partake in Tracker Chat too frequently. When I get an email saying my subs are back, I'll go in and I'll drop a little cheeky message just to say, hey, I've got cards coming. Quit F5ing your trackers and just wait for them to come in. So other hobbies, we have a little place where people can talk about other collectibles. That one is, there was a stretch where it was pretty much mostly MetaZoo. Sometimes it's Dragon Ball, sometimes it's Yu-Gi-Oh, sometimes it's Magic. It's other collectibles. Sometimes it's Stein, sometimes it's coins, whatever it may be. Sports, we talk a lot about the NFL there. That's mostly it. I don't think too much else goes on there, but stocks, cryptos, NFTs, again, not like pick this stock, just general commentary on the broader markets. And gaming, that is almost exclusively old school RuneScape, thanks to myself and a handful of select other RuneScapers. Memes, I pretty much use the memes as like a venting ground for my eBay messages that kind of annoy me. Just, what's the lowest you'll take? Hey, what's up? It's like, get to the point in the first message. Otherwise, I'm going to post it in memes. people just kind of share. Sometimes people just share funny memes in there too. But yeah, this is what goes on in the paywall. This is like any other Discord. There's no like Illuminati buyout. There's no special Discord channel where I mean, this is every channel aside from the administration channel at the bottom, which I don't have shown. But the administration channel is literally just like a bot log. It's where I test things when I set up the bots. Like, I am not tech savvy. When I set up the bots to automate posting my my YouTube videos in the self promotion channel, that took me a long time, and I'm not going to show it because I'm not going to show members' names and stuff. The admin and mod section has such few posts. Like, there are such few posts in here because there is almost no moderation needed. One time we had one account that was hacked or whatever, and someone had to be kicked while they recovered the Discord account because it was spamming some kind of just spam content. And yeah, I really enjoy the Discord. It is a place that I engage in quite frequently, but I also engage heavily in YouTube. I also engage heavily in Instagram and everywhere else. If you want more access, it's there. If you don't have to be like, it doesn't hurt my feelings when people aren't in there. And it's strange to me that it hurts people's feelings that it exists. Just weird takes out there on the existence of paywalls and all that, but I won't continue to gripe on that because it is what it is. And I'm not going to convince anybody, I don't think. But if you're interested, if any of this interests you, this is like a pretty a pretty obvious advertisement for the Patreon. So link is in the description if you're interested. Anyways, I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to continue on by showing you the drive folder. So the drive folder is where we save all of our monthly files. You can see that they are titled by, so we have one drive file where all the monthly Zoom meetings are recorded, and 2 to 3 hours depending on the month. We just had one. I'm recording this on November 27th. You're not going to see it for over a week, but we just recorded last night, and I'm going to be adding the November Zoom where Jake talked about flipping, just a general presentation on flipping, his thoughts into it. A lot of what we do, though, horribly titled videos, but like, every month is different, and I do 1 month presentation, Jake does 1 month presentation, and then we try to have a guest on every third month. So that is another feature of the Patreon. And sometimes mostly I do spreadsheets. Sometimes I'm doing CGC deep dives on analyzing their pre and post. Like, are they grading harder? Is CGC grading harder than PSA? Pre and post change. And yeah, price history of booster boxes, the state of PSA. This was back in peak backlog, and I was just kind of forecasting when the PSA backlog would be unwound. And it's just interesting to go back and revisit some of these. That one I'm quite proud of. And some of these, a lot of these, what I tend to use the monthly Zoom for every third month that I do it, a lot of these, if you follow my YouTube very closely and you're not in the Patreon, you'll probably realize that I did a video on Celebrations Charizards where I showed this calculator. I have done videos on the PSA backlog on my public YouTube channel where I talk about it. I am a lengthy video type channel. I do videos that are not optimal for YouTube to begin with. This video will be near 20 minutes. It is not optimal for YouTube. When I do videos for Patreon, those are 30 minutes to an hour long. Like, yes, I will give you the hour-long recaps of Collecticon, but a lot of what I do in Patreon is deeper dives into the same stuff I do on YouTube with more information that most people don't want. As people say, one of the biggest criticisms of a paid Patreon is all the information's out there for free. Well, yes, but if you want even more, like, some people like this. Some people are like me. Some people are insane. Some people want more information. Like, they want deeper than a 20-minute, 30-minute YouTube Dan spreadsheet video. They want the hour-long, the 2-hour-long version that's presented on for me, quarterly, and then including Jake, he does quarterly, and a guest does quarterly, so monthly. All of them summed together. In additional 2 to 3 hours of content. But are you going to miss all the huge plays if you're not in this Patreon? No. Like, some discussion, some things that go on in a lot of the public Discords too, go on inside of this Discord. When a new thing drops, a lot of people are talking about it. I use this Discord for buying new Pokemon Center releases. When a new batch of Sitting Cuties drops and Pikachu's in stock, it's usually talked about there. The Tiffany collab was talked about in there. A lot of cross posts from other Discords. It's just a place where people gather, hang out, share some information, ask some questions. A lot of it can be found outside, but a lot of people are enjoying the product that we've put out there. So I just wanted to peel back the mysterious veil of what goes on. I literally showed you everything that encompasses the Patreon. Like I'm not, Jake runs the Patreon, the back end of it. So all that gets posted on the actual Patreon website are links to the meetings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it's all housed. It pretty much lives in Discord almost primarily. Patreon is just where the payment gets done and then it's integrated in there. But that's it. I mean, the Patreon feeds to the Discord, and some amount of people are on Patreon supporting monthly, and they're not even in the Discord. They probably don't even access the drive files that are linked to the past presentations and everything. The EV calculators, the price history of booster boxes, my something that I shared on E4 years ago that was originally born on E4, my print run estimates by set by year, given from the numbers that they give us every year, or they've given us every year since 2016 or so. So yeah, it's a product. You don't have to buy it, but if you want to buy it, it's down in the description below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you are someone that's been there and hated it and left it. I've never gotten really negative feedback. Like, people have come and gone, but I've never had anyone reach out and like, I want my money back. That was terrible. That's not what I expected. If you hear certain things that are said about paywalls in general, I'm not talking about anything specific, but I've definitely heard generalities made that, oh, all they do is shill, pump and dump, rug pull, and certainly those things might exist out there, but I've never been in one. And I'm in several different Discords, some paid, some free. But anyways, yeah, it's a product. It's there. You don't have to buy it, but if you want to, it's there. Come check it out. Come say hi. You will see the entire backlog. You will not miss out on anything. So if you subscribe today, you will get access to 2+ years of history, all the previous. The only thing that's not recorded, and we don't record it, and we never will record it for a reason, not because we're doing any crazy plays or any talks. Some people don't want to be on YouTube, even an unlisted video on YouTube. So if you come into the monthly Zoom, before we start the meeting, we always say we're going to record it, and it's going to be posted privately on my YouTube channel. Some people intentionally don't come to the monthly meetings because they don't want, and a lot of people come on with a vague username and no face cam. Like, Jake and I will have our face cams on the whole time, do our Q&A, do our presentation, but some people don't want that. And so some people solely come to office hours because they know they're private and they know they're not recorded, and they can just feel a little more free. If anyone has ever been to a convention, you know that even though I'm the same person, I will go a little more in depth on certain things. You will get a little bit more spice, maybe. You'll get a little bit more next level stuff. 3 a.m. IPA Dan at a convention. You get a little bit of that, a little bit more of that in a Discord office hour. You get me on YouTube, but like slightly certain topics, certain things are just not ideal for YouTube, and obviously the longest form stuff, like the monthly Zoom meetings. Anyways, I said something about being under 20 minutes earlier. I'm running the risk of going over 20 minutes if I keep rambling. So I'm interested to see how this video does. I'm interested to hear if there's any feedback. Let me know. I did intend to show actually a quick screenshot. Well, it's not a screenshot. It's the actual spreadsheet. But yeah, like this is one month I did a fee comparison. So a lot of people, as they scale, myself included, get to the point where they outgrow their ability for a one-man operation. Here's your sale price. Here's the best platform to sell it on and how much you'll net. So eBay is selling yourself. KAC is Catch 'em All Collectibles Consignments. Probstein, Z&G Emporium, selling on eBay yourself. This is just a calculator I did. DC Sports is there. So you put in the sale price of an item. Here's a fee comparison selling on all these different consignment platforms. Just a way to help you scale. And you get access to these and more. All the previous ones if you subscribe. You can download them. You can make a copy. You can put your own numbers in. It's data. It's information. It's tools. It's calculators. It is not telling you what to buy. It is not top 10 investments, top 5 investments. Yeah, what you see is what you get. I showed you it all. I showed you everything behind the paywall. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate everyone watching. I will catch you all later.